Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Action Comics 182, The Return of Krypton. A story that has an intriguing first act, a really boring second act, and a third act that starts pretty well but then falls apart quickly as, like a lot of Golden Age Superman story, it cannot hit that ending. It will always be unsatisfying. So as the title seems to suggest, Krypton's back and it's entered Earth's orbit. That is pretty bad on multiple levels. How is the seas doing? Well, that's not really the main problem. It's more like, why is Krypton, a planet that we've all been told has been destroyed and we have seen be destroyed in at least the newspaper version of the origin story? I'm pretty sure it's shown up in the later versions of the origin story of that planet exploding. So Superman goes to explore. It's really fascinating for him to see Krypton. Krypton seems like a very futuristic planet with its very futuristic cities, but it's also very barren, except for 3 guys who turn out to be there. And these guys claim to be Kryptonians. This is when we get into the second act, where we get the whole reveal, where they tell us and not so much show us. Yes, the second act is almost all exposition to explain why Krypton is back. Essentially, Krypton was attacked by raiders at a certain point, so they built a fake replica Krypton, an entire hollow planet that replicated Krypton, and they just sent it off to trick raiders. And this apparently worked, and the raiders didn't come back after they found out the planet was fake. So this has just been floating into space until it passed on Earth, which seems to happen a bit. Remember the dragon story? And they need Superman's help, and they try to convince him how them conquering Earth is a good thing. So you get a big face of Superman transported all over the planet. This is where things start to get a little more interesting, as Superman has to kind of deal with his people being alive. Well, 3 of them, and they want to conquer the planet. And they seem to be able to hurt him, but jokes is on us! They're not actually Kryptonians, they're raiders. So yeah, story's getting interesting. They're the raiders, and they're trying to trick Superman into conquering Earth. And when Superman figures that out, well, that's when it falls apart, because we're running out of pages very quickly, so things have to end. And Superman seems to be more powerful on a planet with no core, so he has like a lack of gravity. He actually tries to claim he's more powerful. I don't know how that works, but it seems to work here. And he ends up defeating the Raiders by using soap on a geyser to launch it right at the perfect time as a trap. This actually is scientifically true. You can use soap or detergent to disrupt the tension area on the top of the geyser to cause it to erupt. I don't know if it works every time, but it is something you can use to cause geysers to erupt if you want to put on a show for, let's say, tourists. And with them defeated, he decides to let them fly off into space. The good thing Superman does, except then they make a mistake with the hollow Krypton and it crashes, and Superman just stands there and watches them as they horribly die. Not so great for Superman, but he is very happy that a replica of Krypton gets to fly throughout space. For the rest of eternity, there is some form of Krypton telling people that they existed, which is a bit sad and solemn. I really wish they would have had a better ending for Superman to go out on. Maybe a good goodbye, maybe, with him on that planet? But no, it just kind of needs to end with everybody dying. Okay, that is it from Action Comics 182, The Return of Krypton. The Return of Planet Krypton, I should say. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow, where do you think this Krypton is now? Would have been very helpful during that new Krypton arc from a decade or more ago. Okay, have a great day.